What's good, everybody? It's your boy Breezie. Listen, I told you we were going to be back for another show. Now, this show, we're going to break down and recap a lot of the things that we saw on yesterday. And we're going to figure out how we can keep this team, the team we saw yesterday, intact for the near future. Stick around.
Breezie this, Breezie that. They know I'm gold-blooded, I got the Niners on my back, you know. Breezie this, Breezie that. Ain't nobody working like Breezie, and that's a fact. Overmotivated is an understatement. Gold-blooded to the core, got your squad hating. Breezie make it look easy. Breezie on everything like 05067 Weezy. This is not a gang. Yeah, we faithful in every way. And even though we on the East Coast, very loyal to the Bay. Heavy red and gold every day. And if you really a Niner fan, I know you can relate. Applying pressure with this content like Smaller Bear. We not accepting no slander about Trey, so beware. I stay in exclusively Niner hats. And I always tell the truth, this exclusively Niner facts. Breezie this, Breezie that. They know I'm gold-blooded, I got the Niners on my back, you know. Yeah, Breezie this.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Breezie, and we're back for another episode of the WayneBreezie Show. Now, this episode is going to be very special for me as well as for you because I have a very special guest. And when I bring this particular guest out, we're going to give him a nice, warm welcome, the nitty-gritty way. You know how we do it. I'm talking rounds of applauses and all that good stuff because he's going to break down some things for you, for me, and so that the faithful, hopefully it's good information because I didn't ask for any information before the show. I didn't ask for anything. Now, before we bring him on, I want to get through the formalities of the show. That way we don't have to waste any time for that. First of all, I got to give you guys a round of applause. It's round 2, and you guys are back. So I'm doing my mic check right now. I'm getting my mic right. Y'all let me know if it sounds crystal clear out there. Shout out to Peachy. Shout out to Ty. 49ers China. I see you in the building. Chiron in the building. Slick68. What's going on, brother Paul? I see you guys out there in the building. But make sure that the audio sounds good. So just give me a thumbs up and we'll keep it moving. We're going to get to the formalities of the show. While you're here, make sure you guys click that like button. Hit the thumbs up. Do me that favor. We got to get the likes up. You already know what it does for the algorithm to the channel. YouTube's always changing the algorithm. So we do believe that hitting the like button helps the algorithm, all right? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's very important that you subscribe to the new channel. Twitch, follow, and subscribe free with your Amazon Prime account, which means it doesn't cost you a thing. So if you're on Twitch and you want to watch on Twitch or you want to make sure you want to support on Twitch, please go ahead. Amazon Prime, twitch.tv/the WayneBreezie. That's right. It's the WayneBreezie because I don't have access to the old Twitch account as of right now. Don't forget to join the Patreon, www.patreon.com. Maybe me and my brother could put something special together for the Patreon members after we finish this show. So make sure you go to patreon.com/WayneBreezie. The Facebook is right there. It's just WayneBreezie. Type in WayneBreezie. You'll see my beautiful face. Make sure you go ahead and join and subscribe there as well. It's free. And follow and super follow on Twitch. So not only do I want you to follow, on Twitter, make sure you also super follow. You could become a super follower. Now, super followers will get special messages, right? That they can only they can see. So they got one that went out right now. Tomorrow is November 1st, which means it's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And you know what we're going to be doing on the first of the month? We're going to be doing the first of the month giveaway to one of the super followers. Now, starting November 1st, I'm going to do a super follower contest. So super followers, get ready. It's going to be on you to build the super follower brand. So we'll do that tomorrow. Instagram, follow the WayneBreezie. Yes, the other accounts got hacked. I have no access to them. Hence my tweet this morning. Instagram has to be probably the worst of all of them. They're worse than all of them because there's no way to get back in, which I can't figure out because last time I checked, Instagram was owned by Facebook or Meta, world or peace. I don't know. I just thought Facebook is super secure. Instagram is weird. Anyway, I put it out there like that. There's the website. I'm so happy right now because I got my website back. Yes, the website was hacked. You guys just didn't know about it because I don't do a lot of stuff on there, but I got it back and I'm super excited. I got it back right before we went live. All right. There's the email address. I'm just excited right now. All right. And I said I had to let go and let God, and look what's happening. Things are coming back. All right. And then for the latest in 49ers news, make sure you go to 49ers, www.com, 49ers webzone.com. You can get the latest in 49ers news. All right. Let's go ahead and bring out my special guest, man. Listen, this brother has been cool with me. Actually, he was one that helped me he got me back into writing. I was writing for 49ers Cap, and I still do. I just haven't been writing lately. Been trying to create content. All right. 49erscap.com. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the one and only Mr. Jason Hurley. What's going on, baby?
How you doing, Wayne?
I'm doing good, man. We annihilated
Yeah.
the NFL champions. So I'm on level 1000. Hence, they're getting 2 shows in one day. They're gonna get 3 shows in one day for me because we won a game, and I'm super excited. And I'm hoping you're feeling the same way. But let everybody know who you are, man, because you're a behind the scenes guy, bro.
Yeah.
Very behind the scenes. And sometimes I wish I was more that way. I probably wouldn't be in this situation. But let everybody know who you are and where they can find you.
Name's Jason Hurley. I've been covering the 49ers salary cap since 2005. And you can find me on Twitter at 49ers Cap, and go to 49erscap.com for all your 49ers salary cap information and tidbits.
There it is. All right, so you guys, you're gonna go to 49ers Cap on Twitter. Now I gotta ask you this question, and you don't have to answer it. It's nothing crazy. It's just your Twitter is 49ers Cap, right? And then there's a bunch of stuff after. I'm just curious to why you have all the characters after. You don't have to tell us, but I knew there's a story behind it.
My name and everything, you mean?
Yeah, like how come it's like Jason Hurley, and then it's like 49ers XXXX blah 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 blah. Like, why is it all that? Let me see if I can find it because I know what I'm talking about. All right, here it is.
Yeah,
49ers equals $4,849,632, and then Vikings what does that mean? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, that's the salary cap room right now that I have us at. As for the Vikings, it's a tribute to my father, my late father, who passed away in 2019. So that's a tribute more. So I have Vikings cap.
Okay, thank you.
That's just, I'm a 49ers fan through and through. I bleed red and gold.
Okay.
So
I apologize.
No, don't worry about it.
I was just wondering where the Vikings reference came in because my stepdad stepdad. He's a Vikings fan. One of my best friends is a Vikings fan. So believe it or not, I have to kind of like follow the Vikings too. So it's weird.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
All right, listen, Jason. Let's get down to it. Jason, I don't know if you have this ready for you, but off the top of your head, can you give me 5 takeaways from yesterday's game? 5 takeaways from yesterday's game.
5 takeaways. Okay.
Good or bad?
First of all, Christian McCaffrey was amazing. I mean,
if you hear this,
amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. I can't believe it. I was low key rooting to get him, and then we get him. And then
so you and me both.
Yeah, right. I wanted him, but I didn't let it be known very, like on public that, hey, I want McCaffrey. I was like, thinking, man, it'd be great to get McCaffrey, but I don't know if they're going to do it or not.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Put a pause on that. Let me ask you why did you think it would be great to get McCaffrey? Because I want to see if we're on the same page. I'm sure we are. And I've been advocating for him for a long time, but I want to know why did you want Christian McCaffrey as a 49er?
The dynamicness of him. He can catch, he can run, he can line up in the slot. He can do everything. And we saw he can pass the ball. So who knew? I didn't
Well,
know.
I
I didn't
didn't.
know that.
I'm not going to take credit because I didn't know either. I did. I before Debo was ruled out,
Yep.
I said on one of these shows that the 49ers were going to throw the ball and it wouldn't be Jimmy Garoppolo. I thought it was going to be Debo because we did it in last year. We were down
Right.
17-3. And depending on how this game went, we were down 7-0. I
Yep.
knew we had to do something just to give a spark. And it had to
Yeah.
catch Sean
Yeah.
McVay off guard. And usually when you catch McVay off guard, Jason, bad things happen to the other team. Usually
Yep.
when you catch, you know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So I'm glad I was glad it was Christian. It was a dime. like
He threw it right on it, right into his hands, perfectly
Mhm.
thrown. So I had no idea he threw at Stanford either, as your Cowboy
He did.
Angel said. I didn't know
He
that.
did. Cowboy Angel, did you change your name? Aren't you Bebop Cowboy? I don't know. He got me confused. Y'all be confusing me. I get used to you, then you switch it up on me. Peachy says she saw him when he had a 50-yarder. He threw for 50. He threw a 50-yard
Wow.
bomb in Carolina, Peachy.
Wow. It's
Dang.
amazing.
Dang. Okay, so another wrinkle. So now we got Debo Samuel that can throw touchdowns and
Yep.
Christian McCaffrey that can throw
Yep.
touchdowns.
Yep. So
That's good. So give me some other reasons
versatility.
why, give me some other your other takeaways. Christian McCaffrey is one. We're gonna break him down a little bit later on in the
Yep.
episode. But give me some
Yep.
other takeaways. He gave me one. Give me four more, just off the top of your head.
Okay, off the top of my head, it's interesting. Yeah, agree with Johnny. They had no answers for Christian. But I'd say second half the defense was on point. The defense was on point second half. Second half they were just unstoppable finally. After having a rough first half, not being able to stop, just giving up those silly penalties down
Oh
in the
yeah,
goal line,
yeah.
that was tough. And I know
Ticky
Kyle's.
ticky tacky though, Jason.
Yeah, I agree. I wasn't
Like
sure about all of them.
ticky tacky. They
Yeah,
didn't have to call them, or maybe you call the one. And this is look, God, everybody out here that watches the show, they know I'm a huge Ambry Thomas supporter. I
yep,
felt like that was a penalty. He got the arm, he grabbed the back
yeah,
of
he
the
did.
jersey. That was
Yep.
a flag. But then the next one, which was Mooney, I felt like Allen
I don't
Robinson
think
pushed. That was OPI in my opinion.
Yeah. But
That was
luckily, it worked out in the end. So maybe next time it won't. So, third one, I would say Brandon Aiyuk was just on fire. He got the ball and he was making defenders miss. He was so good. I
It's so
love
good to have
Aiyuk.
somebody on the show to say stuff that I feel like is just bubbling in my head, and I could just make my reaction faces like,
Yep.
Yeah, Brandon Aiyuk is starting to become what I call consistent.
Yep.
Okay, he had 6 targets, 6 catches. That's 100%.
Yep.
You know, and you're right. I mean, I'm glad he caught your eye. I mean, 81 yards. I believe he had the touchdown reception. And you're right. The good thing is Brandon Aiyuk is trending up. It was a slower pace because I think they went from Trey Lance to Jimmy Garoppolo, and then they have to rework chemistry and things like that. Hence some of the drop passes. But again, Garoppolo was his quarterback yesterday. Jimmy threw him 6 passes. He caught all 6. Give me some upside from that. That's good news, right?
Yeah, it's good. Great news. I think Aiyuk is developing great. Very great. He's developing into a sure-handed receiver that's, he's going to catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Rarely is he going to drop it. Now, my next takeaway, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay. Are we on number 4?
Fourth. He looked good. He looked okay in the first half, but he really picked up his game in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
He played much, much better. I know he had the deflection that Jalen Ramsey shouldn't have caught that. But he played pretty good, not like amazing, like Patrick Mahomes style, but he played enough to where he didn't give the ball away. So I think he had a good game overall.
I agree with you. When you look at Jimmy's stat, all right. So here's the good game for me from Jimmy: 21 for 25, and I could stop right there. Like that missing 4
Yeah,
is
yeah,
amazing. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm Gucci like right there. But what did he throw for 200 plus yards?
yeah. I think like
And that's a
250
Jimmy
something. Yeah,
251 if I'm not mistaken, right? That's a
yeah,
good Jimmy game.
yeah.
That's
And
that's Jimmy.
I saw the thing on TV as I was watching it. He had the highest completion percentage since Steve
84%.
Young. Since
80,
Steve Young.
84%. That's
Yeah.
crazy, because oh my gosh, we got to talk about that. We can't leave without talking about that, right? Because
Yep.
this is the thing. It's usually Joe Montana, Steve Young, and then we're lost in the sauce.
Yep.
When do we start putting some respect on Jimmy Garoppolo's name? Because he's getting into those statistical categories.
Statistical.
He's breaking some records, or at least matching some records with greats from the 49ers. What do you, dude? Do the 49ers try to bring him back next year, or
Man,
I gotta ask
I
you
don't know. I don't know if they can afford to.
okay, and we're gonna get down
I
to
don't
that.
know. Yeah, I don't know if they can.
I love it. Would you bring him back? Would you bring him back? Let's say you could afford.
If we could afford him, yes, I would bring him back. And I love Trey Lance, but Lance is going to be coming off a really bad injury, and it would be nice to have an insurance policy.
But it's weird because we can't say that Jimmy wins anymore because we lost 4 games, and usually when Jimmy's starting quarterback, we win, right? So we can throw that narrative.
Yeah.
We can say that Jimmy gives the 49ers the best chance of winning when they're all on the same page. Like, it's just weird, right?
Yeah,
so
it is.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I want, me personally, I think we got to get rid of Jimmy. I think Jimmy needs to go find another team.
Yeah.
And if he's going to be great, let him be great. I think the 49ers after this season need to cut ties and get a different backup. Get a different guy. If Trey's not ready to go look for a different guy. Maybe I don't want to mention some premature names, but there's going to be some free agents that I'm sure you know of as quarterbacks, like a Jameis Winston or whatever. Hey, just get a guy that could come in here and win you a couple of games while Trey Lance is recouping. But I think they got to let go of Jimmy. They got to walk away from it.
Yeah. I mean, if they can afford to keep him as a backup, I do it. But I mean, people would explode if we brought him back.
We're gonna turn into the what was the movie? The Avengers, and everybody's gonna get snapped, and we're gonna disintegrate and turn into dust.
Oh, Infinity War, Infinity
Wars, right?
Thanos, boom, and we're all gonna just.
If that would be crazy, that would be crazy. Look, it's not a knock against Jimmy. I actually want Jimmy to find a way to play great because I personally like Jimmy Garoppolo. I just feel like the 49ers need to move forward and move on, and I want to see Jimmy succeed elsewhere. But luckily he's here. Luckily he's still here.
Yep.
So that was your 4th. It was Jimmy Garoppolo.
5th one, it's tough. I want to say that one game, even though we didn't have Kyle Juszczyk, it was still good. McCaffrey had, I think, like 94 yards. So I mean, the run game was still good. I feel like we were hitting on all cylinders, basically, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Run, pass, defense did well in the second half. Special teams did well. So I'd say, yeah, they hit on all cylinders with the run game. Was it finally came back after 2 weeks of, you know, being down, just going
Yeah, like,
downhill.
well, but see, Jason, I don't know how much Kyle Shanahan was holding back the run game. It was like we would
Yeah,
get nice yards on the ground and then we would stop running. Jimmy Garoppolo threw the ball like 40 plus times in Atlanta and then like 30 plus, 40 plus, almost 40 times against Kansas City. And that's just not the winning formula to football.
no,
And
it's not.
on my show this morning, I was saying Tom Brady is throwing 40 plus times and they're losing. And he's the
Yeah,
greatest
yeah,
quarterback of all time. So what does that mean?
yep,
Like,
yep.
you got to figure out a way to establish the run and
You gotta
stick with
have
it.
a balance. You gotta
Balance.
balance it out.
So here was the balance from yesterday: passing 25, rushing 24. Pretty damn balanced, right?
That's damn good. Yep,
Like that's
damn
the
good.
winning formula.
You can't have 24 and a half each way, so that's pretty much 50%. I mean,
There you go.
I have no idea.
Like 51, it's like
49.999.
51-49, I think, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
51-49.
51.49. Yeah,
And here's the kicker. If like, I mean, they were all right toward the end of the game. Me personally, everybody, we're watching the live stream. We're doing a live stream, right? It's Nitty Gritty Nines, another but Nines. We're doing a live stream, and everybody on there was like, "Take out Christian McCaffrey," and I'm like, "Don't take him out. I want him to get 100 yards. I really wanted this
I
kid
know.
to just
I
get the
wanted him to
100-yard
get
mark,
yeah,
right?"
yeah, but then we saw what happened with Cooper Cup, and I hope he's okay.
I do hope
Even
he's
though
okay.
he's a Ram. I don't like the Rams, but I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Now, I'm not the injury historian. I've seen people tear ACLs and still walk.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's what he did. He was down for a minute. The injury looked nasty, but then he was
Yeah, it
able to
did.
walk off the field. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. And I'm hoping
Yep.
this season, because I like him. I like football is better when he plays. It's just better. It's a better game when he's playing.
Yeah,
So
it
I'm
is.
hoping he's gonna be out there. Plus, I need you. I know he doesn't care about this, and I don't mean to sound, but I need him. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like,
yeah.
All right, so your 5 takeaways were pretty good, man, about the game. And I think a lot of everybody out here, they can agree with you. Like, just starting with Christian McCaffrey, man, just to do a quick recap on him. Like Christian McCaffrey, and I tweeted this out that he's just the godsend, right? Like he is.
Yeah.
You said that you wanted him,
Yep.
and the reason why I wanted him is because that's Kyle Shanahan's model of a running
Yep.
back. Right?
Yep.
He can run, but he can catch.
Yep.
Can he block, pass protect? I don't think they care. I don't think they want him to. I think they want to get him out in
They
space.
just want to get him the ball.
That's it.
Yep.
Because he's that dangerous. He's lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
And it's very cool to have him out there. Now, Jason, let's talk about Christian McCaffrey because he's not costing the 49ers money this year. He's only costing them $300. And if I go look at your name, I should just go to the website. I'm doing really bad, and I apologize. But if I
can tell you offhand what he's costing the 49ers.
There you go.
$690,000.
Okay.
That's it for this year.
So we have $4 million in cap space, correct?
Yep. Around 4.7.
And that's with his cost of $6. That's with his expense of $6. So we have a few $1 million to do what? What could the 49ers possibly do with $4 million?
I think they probably want to save some of it in case something happens down the road. But I could see, I know it's crazy, but Odell's still out there.
You will not add Odell Beckham to – if the 49ers add Odell Beckham to this offense, I will – somebody's going to get something from me because that right there is the ultimate offense. That means you're
Yeah.
adding a fresh Odell coming off of an injury, Debo Samuel, Brandon Aiyuk, all the running backs that we just mentioned. There will be
Kittle.
weapons for days, bro. That's a nuclear war. What
Either
team
that.
wants it with the Niners?
Yeah. No team would want to mess with this offense.
Well, let me ask you this question: how can you defend that?
Defend that offense.
Right, it's going to be tough defending the offense now.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can if you add Odell. You got Odell, Debo, Aiyuk lined up, Kittle. You got McCaffrey in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think in Ndamukong Suh, we need interior D line help with Armstead out and Kinlaw out. It'll be interesting to see if they do anything tomorrow before the deadline.
The deadline. That's right.
Yeah,
Now,
deadline tomorrow.
do you have any trade pieces that you have your eyes set on for the 49ers? I do want to talk about Sue more in depth as far as what you feel like his money would cost and how much it would affect that $4 million. You would know better than I do, but
Yeah.
give me some trade eye candy right now. Like, who do you think the 49ers are looking at? Or who would you look at if you were the 49ers? Because what is the glaring need right now? The 49ers need to be all in, right?
Right. They need first interior D line help, but I'm not sure who's out there. Roquan Smith of the Ravens. Wow.
You have to be kidding me. I'm so glad Jesus didn't tell me to drop the Ravens defense because I knew if I just hold on to my faith,
Wow.
the Ravens defense will be back. Oh my gosh. People are probably like, why are we cheering for this? I mean, one, he's out of the NFC. That's just number one. Like, I mean, I know we already played him, but he's out of the NFC. But this is good for him, man. This is good for him. This is good for Roquan. And the funny thing is, he was just crying at the presser when he lost
because of Robert Quinn.
Robert Quinn
went to the Eagles. Yeah. I also quarterback. You know, Mosley's a huge loss. It hurts losing Mosley.
Let me just pull up some free agents while you talk, okay? So don't mind me.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know William Jackson the third, I think it is, from Washington. He's someone that maybe you can bring in. I don't know what his asking price is or asking price from Washington is.
Mm-hmm.
He could be someone you could bring in. I don't really have any targets right now because I'm really not sure who's on the block and who's not.
I know Tampa may be trying to trade. Let's see if I can get it. It's not letting me log in. Tampa might be trying to trade their safety. I think he was a free. I thought he was a free agent. I thought they signed him. Let me get Tampa Bay's roster up here. I would take him. I think his last name is Bunting, Sean Bunting, I believe. That'd be a person that I would trade for. The question is, like, what will it cost?
Right, yeah, I don't know. That's cap-wise, I'm not sure what his cap number is, how much he's making, and I don't know what Tampa Bay would want in return. Because Tampa's stuttering. They're, 3-5, same thing as the Packers.
So I got you right here. According to Spot Rack off the top of my head, let's see if I can get his stuff just pulled up by himself. He in 2022, so he'll be a free agent next year. So trading for him, would you trade for a free agent that you could probably? I mean, if you're all in, yeah, right.
Right, yeah. Okay. I mean, you do it, but you make sure you don't give up way too much.
Okay.
You can't give up too much. I think a pick swap would make sense. Like, Bunting and a draft pick for a draft pick. Okay. We've done that with players in the past. I think Jordan Willis was Willis and a 7th for a 6th. That type of thing. I wouldn't go crazy and just like. I know people want Brian Burns and guys like that, but
Mm-hmm.
they want first round picks, and it's just not going to happen. We can't
All right.
afford him and Bosa anyway.
So this is the guy we're looking at right now. Classar 49 put it there. Sean Murphy Bunting. He's still on his rookie deal, right? So let
Okay.
me ask you
Yeah.
this question.
Yep.
What number do I need to give you? Because I'm looking at his signing bonus was 2.5 million for this year. His
I just
salary,
need base salary.
his base salary was $846,000.
That's more than doable because he's already been paid 8 weeks worth of that. So we would take on 9 weeks worth of it. It's
Oh,
all
that's
prorated.
okay. So all right. So let's just round it up to 900,000, and then
Yep.
divide
That by 18.
by 18, and then that'll tell you how. And then we'll times it by however many weeks is left, right?
Right.
All right. So hold on.
Okay.
This is dope. Little math exercise today, guys. So 900,000 divided by 18, that's 50,000.
Yeah,
So
so
he only makes 50
50,000.
grand a game.
Right. Yeah, 50 grand a game.
That
It's not
sucks.
bad.
So that would be a steal. The 49ers should be salivating at the mouths trying
Yeah.
to get this kid, right?
They should be trying to get someone like this that's young on a rookie deal, maybe has a couple years left on his deal, or a
Mm-hmm.
guy who's going to be a free agent next year. Yeah, 450 grand. They would that right around there. That's what they would be paying him if they traded for him, or
That's a steal.
anybody in that price range.
Now the question is, what does Tampa Bay want for a rookie? Um, that they're not even paying yet. He's still on his rookie contract, so Tampa can't ask for the house. They can't
No,
ask for
way no,
4
no.
picks and 5. Like, you know what I mean? This might. Would you give? Let me ask you. Would you give up a fifth round? We don't have a fifth round. We do have a fifth round pick. Would you get? Or would you give up one of your compensatory third? Can you trade those? You can trade
Yeah, you
compensatory
can
picks.
trade him. Yes, you
Would you
can.
give up a third round pick for him?
No,
All they want is a third round pick.
no. I don't think I'd give up a third round pick.
Is there a scale to tell, like, to where we can see how much those third round picks are worth? Like how much
Uh,
they.
yeah, overthecap.com does a great. Um, they do great at telling you how much each pick is worth, the
Let me check them
value
out.
of each pick.
All right.
So I'm not sure what our compensatory picks will be worth, but I'm not sure his stats either. So I could be totally wrong, and we could get him, and we may give up a third round pick.
All right.
I'm
So I'll
not.
look up his
I'm not
stats.
completely. How well he's played.
All right. I'll look up his stats and we'll check him out. I'll go on PFF and check him out. Sean. But I think that would be a nice piece to add because with Mosley being out, we're not seeing the development of Ambry Thomas. I'm not sure if they're
Yeah.
so high on Diamador Lenore. They need more special teams.
Right.
They need more reps. You go get a
Yeah.
rookie that seems like he's been doing pretty well with Tampa. They're looking to move on from him. I guess they don't want to pay him or whatever like
Right.
that. So that might be a good one. But everybody out
Yep.
here is saying that we need an interior defensive lineman. So if we're going to trade for anybody, it's got to be that guy. But here's my thing. Why not trade for the cornerback? He's only going to cost you 450 and sign a
Right.
Suh.
Yeah. You signed Sue. I think you can get him for around a base salary of $4 million, but then you figure you're only paying him like $2 million. You're paying him
because
half of
it's
that.
because
Prorate it.
it's prorated.
Yeah. And if he wants some signing bonus, you can basically add in voidable years.
Okay.
So Void, and it would leave dead money, but if
Dead
we're
money,
going to
right?
be all in, then we got to just go all in.
Now, when you say dead money, there's people out here that watch the show that may not understand the terminology of what dead money is, can
Yep.
you break it down like in layman's terms for those that don't
Yep.
that may not be able to comprehend?
Yep. Dead money is the money that's already been paid to the player. So it can be signing bonus, uh, however many weeks he's been on the roster for his base salary, if he's earned a roster bonus, workout bonus, anything he's already been paid is what dead money would become.
Now, when we talk about dead money, that means they're no longer on the team, right? And then, or
Right.
can they still be on the team? Right. So they're no longer on the team, and then
Yep.
that's when the dead money kicks in. Okay, I just wanted to make
Yep.
sure
Yep.
I understood that. All right, all right, all right. They wanted to know about Ty McGill. I know he's a 49er, and he
Yeah.
did get snaps yesterday, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. He had
I checked.
seven snaps.
Yeah.
Seven
Yeah.
snaps.
7. I didn't even notice him in there.
Me
He only
neither.
played 7 snaps, but he played well in the preseason game. He had 2 sacks against us, I believe.
Oh, that's the kid from Minnesota.
Yes.
Yo, he just got to get reps, man.
Yeah.
Get him in the game. This was his first game he played in. He got called up. He got 7 snaps. It's crazy though, because the rush defense was a lot better in the second half than they were in the first half.
Yep.
And I wonder if that's because they inserted him into the lineup. Matter of fact, I could break down for you guys what he did on those snaps. So he had only his pay. He was rushing. He was trying to get to that quarterback. He rushed 5 times and defended the run twice out of his 7 snaps. He didn't have any tackles, any pressures, or anything like that. But you can clearly see what they're trying to do with Ty McGill.
Right. Right. Yep.
Yeah, they're trying to get him in there to generate the loss of not having Kinlaw and
In
Armstead.
Armstead. Yep.
Yeah. So let's talk about moving forward, right?
Okay.
You know the 49er players, you have their contracts in mind. How many free agent players are the 49ers going to have to deal with and trying to re-sign for next year? And then how can they keep the core of this team intact? Will they be able to do something like that?
Okay, so they have a number of free agents that are playing well right now that are players playing right now that are gonna be free agents next year. You got the Ebukam, Omenahu, Mosley was playing well. Jimmy Ward is a free agent, Mike McGlinchey, Al Shire. So
Right.
they've got about 6 pretty good free agents that they're not going to be able to keep every one of them. That's just
So they're not going to be able to keep all 6. Okay, so we starting there. Which of those 6? And I like that you did that. Let's just focus on those 6. Which of those 6 are you trying to bring back? Which of those 6 is a must bring back, a must re-sign?
Mosley, Omenahu, and Ebukam. Because I think they've already chosen Dre Greenlaw over Al Shire.
Because they gave him his contract extension. They extended him. All right, after the first game. All right.
Yep, they gave him $9.5 million a year. Or 8.5, I'm sorry.
Now, what do injuries factor? That's in the team's favor. Yeah, well, not necessarily, but like just for like, all right. So I'm gonna mention 2 of those players, Al Shire and Mosley. Right? They got injured during the season.
Yeah, their price tag should go down.
That favors the team.
Right, yeah. So if go ahead.
No, that's my question. So are you trying to bring them back?
I would try to bring Al Shire back. I would try to keep the linebackers together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just because his injury. Now he should be back after the bye. And then he's probably gonna go hamburger. But
him and Elijah Mitchell should both be back.
Right. They should be back after the bye. Luckily, Elijah Mitchell's still on a rookie contract, so we don't have to worry about him for a little while. But
Yep.
Alshire, like you said, being a free agent, Emmanuel Mosley being a free agent. Those are some of the key core pieces to this defense. Are you
Yeah.
seeing anybody on this defense that are able to replace? Now, I know DFF is out there. Ornberg's played well yesterday. Are you seeing any of those guys replacing Alshire? Because
I don't
tough.
know if they replace Alshire. It's tough because he's really good.
He's really good.
And I mean, Flanagan Foles, he's good. But I would definitely try to bring Alshire back.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. You mentioned the three guys you were going to bring back was it wasn't Alshire, it was the two edge
Omanahu.
rushers.
Yep. Omanahu. I would
Ebu-
basically I would try to get one of them signed. One of the two.
If you could only pick one, let's say you could only get one edge rusher to return. Would it be
Okay.
Ebukam or Minhu?
I'd bring back Omanahu, and I would use the extra money to re-sign Alshire because I think Ebukam's going to cost more money.
Okay.
Basically, taking 2 over 1 player.
Okay. Right. Because Minhu, you can get him outside and inside. That's a
Yep.
that's a 49er. That's a John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan type of player. They get 2 for the price of 1. All right.
Yep.
All right. So how is the future looking for the 49ers with these expensive pieces? That's my question to you. And then we'll get up out of here. Like, how is the future looking? Is it bright?
It's bright.
Dull? Oh,
Bright. They have cap room. They're not going to be a problem next year. McCaffrey throws a wrench in it because he costs $12 million next year, but they're going to redo his contract. They're obviously going to redo it. They're either going to give him an extension or they're just going to restructure it.
mhm.
And then they've got the ability to restructure a Fred Warner, Trent Williams, Eric Armstead, George Kittle. They can save a lot of money and be able to bring back players. And then when you go past that 2024, 2025, 26, sky's the limit. Because they're gonna get Bosa extended.
Mhm.
He's gonna get extended in the
I almost
offseason.
forgot about that. But go ahead. Yep.
Yeah, Bosa's gonna get extended. And then I believe in 2024, I believe 100% Aiyuk gets extended.
In 2024. Is that his 5th? That's not his 5th
Yep.
year.
5th year.
Okay.
That'll be his 5th year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's your core. That's what you want.
And you
I'm a little nervous.
Warner. You're
Yes.
keeping Warner, Kittle, Debo, Trent, Juice, all those guys.
Really, they'll be able to do all of that just by extending
Yes.
those guys. So
Yep.
when you say extension, is that just extending the contract as far as the money, the way it's paid, like going into the dead money era? So like, all right. So for example, I know Kittle did a restructure.
Right. Yeah. He restructured his contract. They added a void year. The same thing with Eric Armstead, and they have dead money coming up. But once you extend a player, that dead money won't be there. It'll basically be whatever was supposed to be in that year. The
Okay.
prorated portion will count against the cap that year and go on further years down the line.
Okay. All right.
Kinlaw wise, I don't think they're going to pick up his 5th-year option. If he plays well, maybe they extend him, but he's got to show that he can stay healthy.
I wouldn't pick up his 5th-year option. I don't even know what that number would be for a defensive tackle. That's number one. Also, number two, extension would be the best way to go for him for the 49ers if they feel like they can get something. But why do that? Why, like, if you don't know if he's going to be able to play and contribute, I don't know if they offer him an extension.
Yeah, it's hard. His number is going to be about $9.652 million for the 5th-year option. So
that's not bad.
That's not bad if he plays the rest of the way this year. If he can come back, Okay, maybe you do pick it up. But if you can't, there's no way you pick that up because it becomes fully guaranteed right away.
I don't want them to make Jason the same mistake that they're making with Mike McGlinchey when they
Right.
picked up his 5th year and he's not playing 11 minutes. I think that, you know what? It just dawned on me. That's why everybody's mad at him. Dude, we're paying you
Yeah.
$11 million and you're
Yep.
just he's not stinking up the field. He's just not getting better.
No, he's not. That's a
And I
guy
think,
that I would definitely move on from.
yeah. This is it. This has got to be it for him.
Yeah.
Going forward. And then I think the answer is in-house. I think I feel like this way, and I don't know if you feel the same way. I feel like Chris Forster has earned my trust, and here's why. I gave him so much crap about Aaron Banks, and I have to eat crow and say, oh man, Aaron Banks, he's the best offensive lineman for the 49ers in 2022. He's better
Yeah.
than Williams, bro.
Which is crazy. Yeah. To think Banks is so good and Trent, he's still so good. But Banks has just been better.
Right.
You may have the best left tackle, left guard combo going forward. Good.
Which we
It's great. And Trent signed till 2026. So.
Now, do you see them touching his contract?
They could restructure it.
Restructure. Okay.
Yeah. Restructure. I can see that.
All right.
The gains they could gain over 14 million next year.
I think he's the restructure guy. I felt like they did Kittle this year. They did
Armstead.
Armstead, right? And
right.
so next year the restructured target is going to be
Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, and maybe Fred Warner if they need the money in season.
Got you. This makes so much more sense now. I can read the stuff you write all day, but that's remember I used to email you.
Yes.
Like, this form, bro. Like, what am I reading?
Yeah.
You were like, Breezie, just stick to what you love, man. Just report what you love. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was trying hard to put the numbers in, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to understand, but it's so much easier when you kind of like break it down and you're giving us this terminology so we can understand it, like, and defining it for us. Listen, Jason, I appreciate you for jumping on. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the faithful while you're here?
Just thank you very much for having me on, Wayne. That's all, really. Thank you, everybody who supports me, who follows me on Twitter, goes to the website. Thank you. I love you guys. You are the best.
Thank you, Jason. Listen, I appreciate you. I'll hit you up after the show. All right.
Okay.
All right. Peace out. Ladies and gentlemen, I had the great Jason Hurley on here, and it was really cool chopping it up with him, getting like down to the nitty gritty on this 49ers salary cap. If you didn't watch this show, please give it to somebody to watch. They should feel good about the 49ers in 2023, 2024, 2025, and 2026. That's what I'm getting from Jason. And if Jason knows the structure, he knows the numbers, he knows the contracts. Guys, got to feel good. It's exciting to see what the 49ers are going to be doing going forward in the future. And it's excited to be here with you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I love you. We'll see you on Nitty Gritty Niners Talk tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's crazy because I lost my AirPod and this whole process. I'm just all over the place, but I didn't lose it. I left it at church yesterday. I told you church was an experience. I love y'all. Stay up, stay faithful. See you tonight, 7 p.m. Thanks for watching. Peace.